All right. Fix About the Morning Show. Hey, it's about that time. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. Jeff, good morning, man.
My man, Rick. How you feeling, brother?
Man, blessed, man. Just trying to see what this first day with Biden in office is going to look like.
Well, listen, man. These 3 things were inspired by the prophetic word of this brilliantly bodacious, boldly beguiling, and beautifully bright light that took the stage yesterday in the form of Amanda Gorman in her poem, The Hill We Climb. And I know she was talking to the entire nation, but there was this like righteous, revolutionary double entendre reserved like just for us. Right. And this 22-year-old wordsmith captured me when she said, "We braved the belly of the beast. We've learned that quiet isn't always peace. The norms and notions of what just isn't always justice. And yet the dawn is ours. Before we knew it, somehow we do it. Somehow we weathered and witnessed the nation that isn't broken, but simply unfinished." And Rick, like, that's literally why we celebrate. Like, we continue to build despite it all. And so we can have a moment to celebrate Kamala Harris, but we still are focused in the fact that we don't need stuff to be fair before we show up. We've always been the nation's conscience, calling on her to be better as she creates unique challenges for us. And so this baby proclaimed the dawn is ours, and we are called to the work of finishing the vision of this country best and working to make it real. The second thing that spoke to me is she said, if we're to live up to our own time, then victory won't lie in the blade, but in the bridges we've made. That is the promised glade, the hill we climb if only we dare. And we do, man. Do we dare to build bridges with each other? Like, she was speaking to the blades we lift against each other, Rick. We're not each other's enemies. From babies in the streets of cities like Chicago, Cleveland, New Orleans, and Baltimore, y'all ain't enemies. The issue y'all facing is the enemy. And even as whether it's social media or in business, we're not going to defeat the enemy when we lift blades against each other. The blades the bridges we build, partnerships in business and activism, we got everything we need. It's just separated. And so we dare to climb the hill together versus always wanting to be the first Negro to get to the top of the hill. And lastly, she got me with, so while once we asked, how could we possibly prevail over catastrophe? Now we assert, how could catastrophe possibly prevail over us? We will not march back to what was, but move to what shall be. And man, literally, I heard her saying, we survived. Like, for real, Rick, when I think about the ancestors that could have given up, like given in, I'm not just talking about activists. I'm talking about aunties and big mamas and uncles and pop-pops and teachers and business owners and communities that said catastrophe, slavery, Jim Crow, police, white supremacy, an orange Martian as president, our own trauma. That's not prevailing over us. And this baby literally called us to move to what shall be. And listen, all of us got something to give. No matter what you think, if you got life today, family, you got brilliance to give. So as we celebrate the inauguration period of Biden-Harris administration, we also have to celebrate an inauguration of elevated vision, of increased action, a profound impact. We taking this hill together and continue to build our own unfinished work. Because every time, Rick, we do, when we make ourselves better, we make America better, not just for us, but for justice and for power. And so I really just have to say thank you to this baby, man, because not only was she beautiful and poised and proud, but I didn't know a person that wasn't inspired when she took the stage yesterday. Right. And it wasn't about a position. It wasn't about a title. It wasn't about what she had or didn't have, or that we had heard of her before, and many of us had and some of us hadn't. It literally was about, she took the stage, man, operating in the brilliance of her gift and just gave us herself. And in doing that, whether you totally got every aspect of the poem or whether you heard it through the lens of what she wanted for America, it moved you. And so the only other thing, man, that I'm thankful for, and I wasn't sure if I was going to talk about this or not, because I want to lift it, but I almost just don't want to give this dude no credit for nothing. But I'm so glad Kwame Kilpatrick is home, man. I don't know what to do. Right. Like, brother, if there was anybody who should have had a sentence commuted, I think that that brother was made an example of in a way that was just unacceptable. And I'm glad that his boys have him back, and that he has the opportunity to rebuild his life. So welcome home, Brother Kwame. I'm praying for this transition the same way I pray for all brothers and sisters who are coming home after being behind that wall.
So you praying for Kwame Kirkpatrick, but you ain't going to say nothing about Michelle Obama outfit. It's totally disrespectful. Totally.
Man, listen, I don't even have the words. I don't even have the words to effectively.
You sat up here and talked about a poem the whole damn time, and we all sitting up here waiting for you to acknowledge Michelle Obama's outfit and her hair.
Listen, man, the word of God said, "Thou shalt not covet another man's wife." I don't even know how to talk about it properly.
You thinking what we all thinking?
I'm trying to stay in my right space, Rick, and you keep trying to pull me out, man. You going to hell?
Come on, Jeff.
Damn, man.
You sat up here and talked about a whole damn poem and the way Michelle Obama came down those steps, and you just gone, man, you done lost all credibility on this show.
The way she came down those steps was a poem, and I just wasn't reading that.